Hello, Riveteers! It's the final countdown! Apparently, I didn't talk over this video enough the first time, so it took out my audio. But here's the song and the lyrics. It's the final countdown. If you want to listen to this beautiful music on your own, just look up Europe, the final countdown, and let's try this again from the top. So here's this beautiful video, probably my best performance yet that you guys didn't get to watch. Well, you didn't get to listen to it, so I'm re-recording it. But I just wanted to let everybody know, congratulations, the light at the end of the tunnel is bright and you are getting really close to wrapping everything up. And before you do, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew of some important dates and things to remember now that phase 1 and phase 2 are complete and you're moving forward. You will notice here on Canvas, I have added a few new lectures: stairs, renderings, and also schedules. Sorry, I went right past that. So if you go to our sheet list, you'll see in sections, I've got a stair lecture, and that includes how to put in a new cutout in your floor to have the stairs come up, schedules, and renderings. I love going through the renderings with everybody. It also will show you how to put in cameras if you want to get a better view on your cover page. And it also gives you a little glimpse into what you can do in the advanced rendering class. It's really fun. So pretty much anytime between now and April 29th, you will have the opportunity to turn in your final early for a redline review. April 29th is the last day to submit for any sort of feedback. And even if you turn it in on the 30th, it is considered early. It's a few days early, but that will just be kind of like an as-is one and done. I won't have time to give feedback to anything turned in after April 29th. And then on May 6th, I need a few days to grade. Grades will be posted, and I wish you all a very, very happy, wonderful summer. So everything here is kind of, if you think about what the rest of this list is, I think, yeah, I put it as, think of this as a list to peek into my brain as I go over your work. So I really want to be transparent about what I'm grading. And yes, I have, the rubric down here, but I want you to know like what exactly I'm looking for when I say residential kitchen, all walls and all islands. So I kind of break it down a little bit more. I'm not going to go through everything here, but I'm going to go over some important things that come up every semester. So on the cover sheet, this is the first impression of your project. So please make sure that it looks organized, professional, and have an aesthetically pleasing view of your project. So even if you don't do the rendering, make sure that you learn how to put in those camera views so you can get a really good view in your project. So place a custom camera. The other thing to take note of is please make sure your font size isn't huge. And if you're wondering if it was or not, if I have reviewed your plans, I will let you know. So I think about half of you, I said, oh, your font is too big. Like, it looks good on the sheet, like it's all laid out very nicely, but if you were to ever print it out, it's quite big. So just make sure that I didn't leave that comment for you. And then what I do here is I break down each one of the sheets and how much it's worth. Please don't forget to kind of take a look at that and not skip out on doing anything. So I think I even put a little note that, even if you leave out like one part, it can really impact your grade negatively in a big way. All these little points kind of add up. Sorry to jump around a little bit, but your existing plans, super straightforward. Honest to goodness, I'll probably just skim over these because I've already seen them a couple times. They don't need any sort of annotation or anything fancy. It's just what you've been working on this whole time. Now, your new construction plans, that's really where the majority of the work will be. They will be the base plans for basically everything. Annotations, sections, interior elevations, pretty much everything. So this is where I really want you guys to slow down, take a look at this list, and oh, here's that warning. Skipping one small section can negatively impact your grade in a big way. So with the annotation grade that I'm taking a look at, so I'm going to look at your floor plans, which could be just, the main floor and the upper floor new construction. And I'm looking for room names, interior elevation callouts, and reference notes. So those are 10 points each for a total of 30 points. And remember, annotation is used to help you communicate with everybody on your project team. So again, professional drawings are important, and you get professional drawings through legibility and consistent formatting to make them super easy to read. So first bit of advice, review any past over and over again. I'm not going to say it again for the final. You'll just be marked down on it. So just make sure you remember to take a peek at that. Your room names, please don't let them be cramped. So if they're in a room or a space where they're overlapping with other elements, use a leader and move them out to the side of the plan so everything can be nice and legible. Now, interior elevation callouts, these should only be on the new construction floor plans. So as I go through your set, when I'm looking at your demo and existing plans, I shouldn't see any interior elevation callouts. The reason why is that you are going to put all of this beautiful detailing on your new construction plan, and that's what I want to see on the sheets. So if you put them on the wrong phase, I'm going to see kind of like the empty sheets without all of the detail. So again, please hold off and just put those callouts on your new construction plans. So let's say that you do see interior elevation callouts on your existing or demo plans. I have a quick note here on how to turn those off all at once using your VV menu rather than element hiding each one. So go to VV, make sure you go to the annotation menu, because remember there's like model, annotation, imported categories. And if you scroll down to interior elevations, you just deselect that box and it'll automatically turn off everything in your demo and existing plan. So that's per view. It won't affect your new construction sheet. Reference notes. I was so impressed with how well the majority of you guys did with your reference notes. They were stacked cleanly, no leader lines were crossing, and it was really easy to find what you guys were trying to call out. So I don't think this should be an issue, but a reminder nonetheless. And I'll be looking at your callouts on your plan, your new construction plan, to look at the enlarged plans for everything I've called out down below. So just make sure again that those callouts are on your new construction plans. And those are all of your, the callouts refer to your I-401 sheets. You'll have your dimension plan. So make sure you look at my notes from previous lectures. If there's something that you missed, learn from it. And again, most of you guys turned in your annotation set with all of the corrections, so I don't think this should even be an issue. You all did really well. The ceiling plan we're doing for extra credit. So you can do the ceiling plan, and if you want to add a lighting and circuit plan, that will get you the extra credit if you want to show some lights and some wiring in there. Your roof plan should not show any of the underlays of the floors below, so I should only be looking at your roof and not the second or even main level ghosted in. These just kind of outline your interior elevations as well as your enlarged plans. And please make sure that you read through what I want on each of these. So don't just show me the bathroom, but make sure you put in unique dimensions. And then there's a couple more of your choice as well. Your schedules and details, this will be new, so just follow through the lecture that I put and you'll get all of those done. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be adding bonus content if you want to do extra credit and learn how to do a sheet schedule on your cover page. So I'll be adding that as well. And then last but not least, a rendering. So it's not required, but it's fun extra credit if you do a custom furniture piece. So that's a pretty long lecture, but I pack in a lot in just a little bit of time. So if you think about it, my lecture is under 2 hours, and if we were to meet together in a class, I'd actually be lecturing longer than that. So I think it's worth a watch. And then, as always, You guys are my Reviteers. You've made it this far, so keep going. Again, I know that you guys have so much going on in life outside of Revit. This isn't the only thing in your life, and you've already given me so much. But with this last little bit and everything else going on in your lives, just keep pushing hard so that you can get to the finish line just as strong as you started. And I can't wait to see all of these starting to come through. So again, go ahead and you have until the 20, I put the due date as the 25th, but you can turn them in all the way until May 2nd. And again, if you want that review, please make sure to get that in by the 29th. That would be ideal. Okay, I hope this actually goes through now. Just like I did before, here's my goodbye music. I have a little extra credit quiz for you guys, so take advantage of that too. Thanks all.